Hiker 77. I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible. Now, over the last 5 years, I've collected headlamps. I've got a total of 8 as of now. And I just was going to review, trail. But any one of these would work for me as a weekend warrior. Now, I'm sure if you're through hiking, weight does mean something, even to me. But basically, any one of these is light enough to work for a weekend or just a 3-day, 2 nights, 3-day hike. Now, there's just a couple of basic things that I require. Now, if you're a cyclist, dog walker, you know, any nighttime activity, you might have different qualification, different needs, different scenarios. But for me, it's only 3 things. It needs to be at least 200, at minimum 150 looms. 200 is better, 250 is even better. But this was the very first one I bought. It was an Energizer. And this has been my go-to. It's got one button on the top. It tilts, even though I broke this hinge here, so I don't use it much anymore. It tilts, it's got white, and it's got a red light. It's not a rechargeable, so you can bring extra batteries. Then I got into looking at some of these lighter ones. This is a Phoenix. And it's cute little light. I think it just requires 1 battery. But the problem with this was that you can't just turn it on. See it, you can't push it. So now you got to go up here like this, or either you try to do it this way. I can't see you. See, it obscures my view. So this one, even though it's light, 1 battery, I kind of ruled that one out. And then I had the same issue. This was the most expensive one, this old light. The reason it was so expensive, it came with this little kit that had a recharge and two rechargeable batteries, which they cost. So that ran the bill up. But this had basically the same issue. Now this one has a cute little flashlight. It actually will come out, a little teeny light. But it had the same issue trying to turn it on. You either got to go up here or try to block your view. You can't get it on by 1 finger. So even though it's the most expensive and the cutest one I've got, to me it's not that useful. This was something, obviously, they got a 3rd strap on it. So that's a little too bulky and a little too heavy. But I do keep it around the house because I live out in the country. When the power goes off, things like these are very important, because the power can stay off from 3 to 5 days. Now, this is called a Viccello, I guess. It was $14 on Amazon. It was a decent one, and I think this is the one that Darwin on the trail uses. But I went on his recommendation and went ahead and got it. But I really don't use it. It hangs in the house for the same reason, in case the power goes off. Then these 2 came from AliExpress. One was $3 and one was $7. The looms are not good on them, but what I did find out was the rechargeable lithium batteries. I like that idea of being able to recharge, so I don't have to carry an extra battery. So I got to thinking about that, and the latest acquisition is this one here. It's called Night Core. It's a NU25. They advertise it. It's very simple to use. 2 buttons on the top, red light. That's 360 looms, only for about 5 hours or 3 hours. I forgot. You could look up the specs on it. Then you got medium and low. And of course the red does the same thing. And then you even have an auxiliary light over here. What that's for, I don't know. But this one, they advertise as a 0.99 ounces. That's not even an ounce, but I don't think that includes the strap. That might be, I don't have my digital scale here at the office, so I can't really weigh it. But in any case, it's light enough. But this is my latest acquisition. Now, when you carry these rechargeable things, and especially since I've started videotaping, and so I went and got this brick. I would call it, well, it's a half brick. A brick is twice as big, but it's a power pack. Now, the problem with this is it has a little weight, but if you're going to use your phone and you need to recharge your headlamp, this is indispensable if you're out on the trail for over a day, say 3 days. You need to have a some sort of battery pack. If you're just going overnight, you can get these little $10 ones for a one refill, I guess you could say. But the issue now is that these lights use a USB port. So now you got to carry a USB cable, and the phone that I'm recording this with uses USB-C. Now the USB is key. You know, you got to find out which direction to plug it up to recharge. But you can do it with this. It's got two locations here, and you have to carry two cables, one for USB, one for the phone, USB-C. The -C is not keyed, so either way, you don't have to figure which way to go. You just can plug it in. So now, if you just take this little one, this is just a one-time charge. You have to carry this little adapter because this is a USB. This is a USB cable. Then you can use this little adapter to plug it in and change it to USB-C for charging your phone. I don't use it that much, but overnight sometimes I'll take just this little one. I don't think you require anything over 360 looms. That's about all I would ever need. But if you feel like you need more, I sometimes take this as a tactical light. It's pretty expensive, but it's 1,000. I think it's 1,000 to 800 looms, and it will light up like daylight. But the biggest thing I thought was this here, the strobe. The tactical police carry this because I know if you do it to yourself, it'll disorient you for at least a minute before you can get your eyesight back. So I'm assuming, and I don't know, I checked Google to see if it really does work on animals. So I kind of have it thinking that a bear or deer or raccoon or something, if it came to my tent, that I could put this strobe on it and maybe get it away from the tent. That's just theory. I don't know if that works or not, but it is nice to have. It's got a little weight to it, but it will light up your area like daylight. And of course, as long as you're not trying to put one of these two pounders up here on your head, you know, any one of these 8 for a weekend warrior, any one of these 8 would work. That's all I have to say.